In this training, we're going to focus on these. They're called tiles. These kind of builder title requirements, and then also promoter titles. So let's kind of zoom these up here, and I'll walk you through how these work. Let's start first with this builder title. Now, this example is a Director 2. What it shows here, the top line here, shows what your next goal is. And then when it says current, it shows what you currently are qualifying at. So this social marketer's current title is Director 1, but their next title up above them is Director 2. And then in this example, and again, this is a dummy account, but in this example, it also has your last paid title, which in this example was a consultant. So they were consultant last month. They jumped all the way to Director 1 this month, and their next rank ahead of them is Director 2. Now, when it says requirement, personally qualified, org points, balance requirements, etc., let me actually, instead of focusing on this, let me actually focus on this actual and required. Because once you understand what the actual and required means, I think you're going to be like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. What I first want to talk to you about is required. Now, it says personally qualified. You'll notice a check mark here. That means that you've already hit this. You've already become personally qualified. When you see an X here, what's required to become, again, a Director 2. So it's always talking to you about your next goal. So to become a Director 2, what's required is 25,000 in volume. But what you actually have as of right now is 18,549. So you're actually below what's required for you to become a Director 2. That's why it has an X. And so for you to get to get there, you need to have over 25,000 here, because that's what's required. If you look at this one, this is an example of the opposite. What's required is a balance leg requirement of 10,000, but in this example, you already have 12,599. In other words, what you actually have is actually more than what's required. So that's why you would have a check mark here. Team leader legs, what's required is 2. You would have 1, so there's an X. And team leader enrollment legs, what's required is 1, and you have 1. That's why you have the check mark. So that's kind of how that works. It's the same logic over here, except now what it's going to show you is, again, to be Director 2, it's going to show you your volume sources. So again, these are kind of fake names just because this is a dummy account. But it would have, social marketer level 1, it would have how much volume they have. This social marketer's volume, this social marketer's volume. So again, it has the same information, but this way you can see where your volume's coming from. So you can kind of look at your organization, which volume's coming from which one of your different lines. Then lastly, let's go to your promoter title. In this example, your last paid doesn't have anything, so it means you're below, you didn't have any customers. You're currently, you'll notice that down here on customer points, it shows 0. So your current's 0, right? Your first goal is bronze. So you're personally qualified, which is good. What's required to be a bronze is 500 customer points. You're actually at 0. And you need also 5 active customer count. You need 5 active customers. Currently, right now, you're at 0. So right now, in this example, you haven't hit bronze yet. So this is kind of how it works. Mainly thing I want you to understand is what's on this required and actual. Once you understand this, the rest of these numbers start to make more sense.